gentlemen, the American Jerry and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. And our lead story is Tucker Carlson again. Guess what Tucker Carlson's video did? Tucker Carlson's video beat in 1 hour his Fox News viewership that was done by Brian Kilmeade. Here's what's happened since they took Tucker off the air. It's gone down all the way to about 1 million. It was at 4 million. It's down to 1 million. Brian Kilmeade is not holding the Tucker Carlson audience. And guess what else has happened? Their stocks dropped $1 billion. It's incredible what's happened to their stock. Not $1 billion, $800 billion, excuse me. So it's really hurting them big time. So guess what? What's Tucker Carlson going to do next? We'll see. His message was about freedom. And I did a little Facebook Live about that. It's all about freedom. And what's happened in this country is awful. But you know what? I've been standing up for it. I've been out there speaking up ever since I was on the radio. I've been pounding away. Still am. Nobody fights for your freedom more than I do. Yours truly, sitting behind this desk. All right, next story. Car companies' fault. These Democratic jackwagons are blaming the car companies on the thefts of their cars. It's the new way. NFL draft. Last night, I missed it. You know why I missed it? I haven't missed a draft forever. I had to go to Bourbon County. I got back. And you know I live on Naps, right? Well, there's exceptions. I'm going to make a confession to you. Every couple months or so, I collapse at exhaustion. And I did last night. Slept 10 hours from 9:30 to 7:30. 10 hours of sleep. I slept through the first day of the draft, Nick Batista. But guess what, Nick? You owe me a hot fudge sundae, which I'm going to collect this Sunday because Bryce Young went first to the Carolina Panthers. I called it. Biden. You ready for this? His approval rating is 37%, which I still crack up. Who are these 37% people? 37% say he's doing a good job. And 75% say the economy is not doing better. But hey, Joe Biden keeps coming out and telling you everything's great, right? Coming up next, Bulldog TV local news. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jerry and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Bulldog TV local news with yours truly as the anchor. Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, our sponsors, and check us out on all our platforms. Our lead story is Jerry Springer. Now, I am going to give you an analysis of Jerry Springer that you have not gotten from any place else, and it's this. First off, Jerry Springer was an interesting character. I've met Jerry Springer. He was a flaming liberal, but he was a nice guy. He obviously had this wonderful political career. He was the mayor of the city of Cincinnati, and then he did the check thing, which was an embarrassing incident. At the time, everybody made fun of it, but you know, as you get older and more mature and less petulant, you realize it was an unfortunate incident. But what a guy. I mean, he goes from having this political career to recreating himself as a news anchor on Channel 5 News. And then I think it was 1991 all the way up until 2018, he does the Jerry Springer Show. So he had 3 careers. He had a political career, a news career, and then his media career. I mean, what an amazing life. However, and maybe somebody else would have done it anyway, so maybe it was meant to happen. But I reflected about this, and I think Jerry Springer changed. Now, this is a heck of a accomplishment to lay upon him, although in my opinion, it's a negative one. That Jerry Springer changed television and changed the world, and probably for the worse. And what I mean by that, his show was so popular, making fun of the lowest denominator in our society. I mean, the people with the problems, the woes, and everything else. That became popular. And if you look at what goes on today on TikTok, social media, and everything else, he is the one that has given, like I said, you can look at it both ways, good or bad. I say bad. The common denominator of, being a stupid fool can make you famous and rich. Kim Kardashian, a sex tape launched her career. You know? So being weird, goofy, crazy, nuts, be willing to say and do anything can make you famous. Can make you famous. And some people are willing to do that. I'm not. I joke to my staff all the time. I say, just think of the stuff that we could do that could like launch me in the stratosphere of social media. You know, the things you could do, like you could do a show naked. You know, you could have on crazy guests. You know, you could interview and cover topics that are, you know, base. But I'm not going to do that. But Jerry Springer, you could probably say he is the father of it all. Now, you could also maybe Morton Downey Jr. was even before him, but not on the scale of Jerry Springer. So he has got a hell of a legacy that he leaves behind. All the best to Jerry Springer's family and friends. All right. Long crime. The parents of a former student from Talawanda Middle School are suing the school board. In 2021, a teacher in the school, Paul Stiver, allegedly touched the 12-year-old girl by groping her chest. The parents sued the board when they learned Stiver had previous sexual misconduct and nothing done about it. Timothy McNally from Cleves was arrested Wednesday and faces charges of felonious assault and domestic violence. McNally is accused of hitting his son in the head with an axe during a physical fight. Officials have not released an update on the son's condition. In local news, Boone County Police have released the name of a body recovered from the Ohio River on Monday. The body of a 41-year-old Billy Cordes of Aberdeen was found near the Anderson Ferry in Hebron. Investigators do not believe there was foul play involved. It looks like the bobcat seized by the state of Kentucky 2 months ago will find a home at Indiana Sanctuary. The Pinkleton family of Williamstown had kept the animal at a pet place since 2021 before the state removed him. The family was worried the animal would be destroyed, but the Indiana Wildlife has offered a forever home. Yay. Can you imagine having that as a pet? Kentucky State news. For the second year in a row, Kentucky's total correctional population has grown. 2022 saw over 95,000 people either incarcerated or probation on parole. 2022 increase of incarcerations up 10%. Numbers are up 250% since 1985. In Indiana State news, teachers in Indiana can legally carry handguns on school property, but the state does not require any gun training. Currently proposed Bill 1177 would create a firearm safety class built for teachers. I'd rather them have the gun and no training than not have the gun. The training will be free of charge. Numbers trending across Ohio show churches and faith numbers are dwindling. The Diocese of Columbus will close 19 churches this summer. Wow. The Cincinnati Archdiocese announced nearly 3/4 of its parishes will close or be combined in 2027. Church attendance has dropped 20% over the last decade. East Palestine Mayor Trent Conaway has endorsed Donald Trump. Conaway was very appreciative of the visit from President Trump in the aftermath of the toxic train disaster. And in sports, the Bengals selected Clemson defensive end Miles Murphy Thursday, the 28th overall pick. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Coming up next, Jamie Spinley, who was grumpy yesterday, and his new nickname is Morgan for driving Miss Daisy.
Happy Friday, Bulldog Nation. Today's world news. Russia has fired airstrikes against cities across Ukraine, leaving 13 people dead this morning. Sudan's military has agreed to extend a 3-day ceasefire before it was due to expire. It will extend for another 3 days. A Turkish evacuation plane coming into land at an airbase just outside Sudan's capital has been fired upon by the paramilitary fighters. No one was hurt. The Stone of Destiny has left Edinburgh Castle for the first time in 25 years to head to London for the coronation of King Charles III. The stone is an ancient symbol of Scotland's monarch and is believed to be around 400 million years old. And in sports, Tottenham Hotspur tied with Manchester United last night, 2-2. Until Monday, have a fantastic weekend, and as always, thank you for watching Bulldog TV World News.